potty-trained toddler is an amazing feat for parents because the process leading up to it can be very stressful. So here with training tips and tricks to simplify the experience and make it a wee bit easier is pediatrician Dr. Jana. Good morning to you, doctor.
Hey, good morning. Great to join you.
Thanks for being here. I want to know where we start. I think parents get really anxious with potty training, definitely want it to go well. They kind of want to brag that it went well. So where do you get started with it?
Well, getting started can mean how do you define well? And if you think, and if parents can change their mindset a little bit to think of it as a potty learning process instead of a potty training process, then doing well is helping your child learn how to master a process that for some kids can be pretty quick and some can take quite a bit longer. And there's going to be inherent, predictable obstacles and setbacks along the way. It's how we handle them that results in whether or not we feel the unnecessary stress of potty training or the enthusiasm that you can share with your toddler about learning a new milestone.
Okay, so potty learning, we get that, sort of vocabulary out. So do you know exactly, do you listen to your child about when they're kind of ready, or what's your first step then after that?
Well, there's a few first steps that are really important that can remove a lot of the obstacles and setbacks. And the first one is to start, by preparing yourself as a parent with the supplies that you can anticipate will make the process easier. Whether that's a step stool so that your child can more easily access the potty, or a potty ring or a potty seat that makes it more easy for them to sit on it. And then also things like training pants, where children get very excited about this diaper to underwear transition, get excited about wearing underwear, but may not be quite ready and may not have the ability yet, where wearing something like Pampers Easy Ups, training pants, allows them to feel like they're wearing underwear, while at the same time having the absorbency that gets rid of those leaks and messes that add undue stress for the parents who are encouraging their children.
That's good. So it's another step towards everybody's mentality going in the right direction. What else do you have for us?
Well, the other part of your question, I wanted to get back to it, was what do you look for in your child? And that's a really great question that you ask, because a lot of people ask me, at what age does your child need to be potty trained? And while we do have culturally some arbitrary, you have to have your preschooler potty trained before they can go to preschool, and that puts a lot of pressure on parents, what parents can do naturally is watch their own individual, unique child. Everybody learns differently. Watch for those signs of potty training readiness, that it can include having them be able to toddle their own way to the bathroom, being able to pull up and down their own pants, to be able to start to use words to describe what they're thinking and feeling. And with respect to feeling, when children start to feel the need to pee or poop, and a lot of times you can see this when a child's playing and they stop, and they may even go hide in a corner somewhere, they are now aware of the sensation, and especially when not only are they aware, but they really don't like that feeling of being wet and messy, that's a great time to use that motivation to help them learn how to use the potty.
I think that's great. We've all seen the kid in the corner kind of bouncing or, and not wanting to stop playing, and that's when you need to ask, you have to go to the potty. So I think that's a great thing, is just kind of visually keep an eye on things as well. One thing I had a question for you. Now, you have the step stool there and you had the potty ring. Do you suggest that people don't necessarily have a separate potty for the kid and they use the adult one?
That's a great question. And in fact, I forgot to mention, but as the co-author of a children's book called It's You and Me Against the Pee, trying to make it fun, trying to make it so parents, thank you. Well, and it's supposed to elicit that kind of response because it's a fun shared experience. But you've got a great question on whether or not to use the big potty versus using a step stool and a potty ring, for example, or using a separate little toddler potty seat. Every child's different. I do know some children who are very afraid of the large potty, right? And I often recommend parents get kids used to it when they're young, when they're 1.5, have them join you in the bathroom before they become scared of the big potty. But there's not a right answer to that, whatever works for your child, right? So you can go either way. And we did focus on those sorts of things in the It's You and Me Against the Pee book, whether it's kids don't want to stop having fun, right, to go get the job done, or they might be afraid of the flush, and the excitement of getting to wear big boy or big girl underwear, which you can use initially in the form of training pants, where they're making progress towards that ultimate diaper to underwear transition.
Yeah, those are so important. Thank you so much. Where can we go for more information, doctor?
Well, Pampers has graciously offered to post both more potty training tips that I've put together, as well as information about Pampers Easy Ups on the Pampers.com website. You can also go to the Facebook page, so Pampers Facebook page, And for anyone who's looking for a good coupon, you can also look in the Sunday paper and find a $3 off coupon for Pampers Easy Ups.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Morning Blend.
My pleasure.